like, oh, am I going up now? Oh, all right. Where do I start here? I just start. It's me now. I don't do anything until Gina tells me what to do. It's served me well so far. Thank you. Actually, it's really nice to see you all here. This event matters a lot to me. I think that we have a lot of different shows and a lot of awarding of great creativity. I think this one is special because it's about a relationship. And I think all the best things in this business happen out of relationships. So to all the clients in the house and all the people who buy great work, welcome. Thank you. We're often left wondering, what if in this business? What if the creators and companies behind the things we all know and love, things that redefined marketing, that changed businesses and whole industries, things that were considered brave, what if they hadn't had the nerve to act on their unusual, unprovable, seemingly irrational idea? What if they'd just done what most smart, experienced, logical, safe people would have done in this situation? What if Phil Knight decided that just do it wasn't ownable enough? What if Brian Chesky at Airbnb heeded the many investors who shot down his idea of a business built on people sharing their homes and passions with feedback like, that market opportunity really isn't very big, or I really hope this isn't the only idea that you're working on? And those were real comments. What if Burger King obeyed every law of common sense that says you should not depict your stores literally up in flames? What if Kenzo had done what pretty much every fashion and fragrance brand in history has done, and just hired a fashion photographer to show a beautiful and ethereal person looking off camera, lightly covered in sweat, as though stricken with some sort of tropical disease? What if the payment system company Klarna stuck to finance category conventions and all available research indicating that you should always show people swiping something or shopping something, and not a 4-hour video of a cheese plane gliding through a miles-long block of Swiss? What if SK2 and P&G decided taking on the notion of leftover women was a non-starter because beauty products are sold on youth and promise, and sadly, the premise of being attractive to men? What if Ariel, again P&G, had insisted that the product's most important USP was that it could remove stains in cold water? Or if Saltwater Brewery said, no, just show some lads having some fun? What if creativity could be predicted, mapped, risk assessed, cluster analyzed, managed, consulted? In other words, what if you could get a game-changing idea from a machine and a guarantee that this amazing idea was right and that it would be completely new and powerful and that it would work? But you can't. The reality is, powerful creative ideas that change hearts and businesses require bravery because they require a leap. They require a leap in the minds of their makers, who make connections that no one else thought to make. Those same creators take a leap the first time they tell one another this really dumb idea that they had. And crucially, they require a leap from the marketers who back them. Not blind, not reckless, not uninformed, but a leap nonetheless. A willingness to recognize that creative breakthroughs often seem improbable until they become inevitable. Because that's the thing about really, really great ideas. And about bravery, they only seem obvious after they have succeeded. And it's something that we talk about year after year, and we all know up here that this is not true. But bravery is not just about talking, it's about acting. It's about feeling fear and doing it anyway. It's about this. It requires heart, and call it balls or ovaries or whatever it is down there means to you. But bravery is in the choices that we make every day. And this gets to the heart of the best agency-client relationships. It's about trust, to make choices together. Trust that the leap will land both of you in a better place. And it's more important than ever. Mark Pritchard has said he puts his neck on the line for great work. and I can tell you that it's true. Wieden+Kennedy is part of a yearly employee survey we distribute. We ask, what account would you want to work in the agency if you weren't working on the one that you're working on now? 10 years ago, that answer every year was Nike. That answer now is P&G. Creative people want to work for people and organizations that they respect. They want to labor for companies who do things beyond the ordinary, to connect to and show respect to and value their consumers. And if we're going to continue to attract bright young talent in the world, where creators have so many options of other things that they can do, it's going to be because they feel proud of the company that they keep. It'll be because they feel they have a chance to make the best work of their careers with us, the advertising community, the agencies, and the marketers. And if there is one silver lining, hopefully there is, to these seemingly unremittingly awful post-November 8th, 2016 days that we live in, it's this. The extreme nature of what is going on in the larger world is forcing companies to take a stand. There's a good chance that the fight will come to you. Who could have predicted that Tic Tacs, Skittles, Tiki Torches, and the NFL would find themselves in the social media spotlight, standing up for decency and American values? Big companies used to fear being political, but right now the line between political and everything else is fading. It's gone past being about left and right. It's about right and wrong. So understand your values, because they are what will keep you buoyant in this strange economy that we're entering. Understand your values and let your actions show what they are. You can see Chobani attracting massive praise and, of course, boycotts and death threats for its policy of hiring refugees from around the world. You can see Lyft giving $1 million to the ACLU post-travel ban. You can see Airbnb giving free stays to people affected by the travel ban and very decisively declaring no Nazis allowed by blocking hate-mongering shitbags from using the platform during the Charlottesville rally. It's interesting, Chesky, the day after that happened, I saw him and he said, I don't understand all the attention for that. It's like the easiest thing I ever did. Companies are proving to have pretty big balls when it comes to walking the talk. These are the companies that creative people want to work for. Bravery is the new startup. Creatives will work for bravery as happily as they'll work for equity. So, why do we increasingly worry that we're impotent to make great advertising? Because advertising possibly feels like it's drifting from original ideas and further into media buys, away from imagination and into science. People seem to think you can get by with okay work if you have the master set of keys tagged frequency and retargeting. But right now, the seemingly unquantifiable and possibly irresponsible growth of that kind of media means it's getting more dangerous to not have a point of view, not to have ownership of your message, to make things that are just okay, but relentlessly distributed. Another view is that mass media is quickly eroding beneath their fate, and it's just way too easy for people to avoid hearing or seeing what you have to say at all. Either way, making the bad, the boring, the innocuous, the safe, the wallpaper, the dross, the shit, the chafe, it's death. And you may as well set your money on fire. Unpredictable, risky, raw, like some of the things that we'll look at today, this is what creative at its best looks like. It's Michael Phelps for Under Armour, it's Fearless Girl for State Street, it's REI's Opt Outside, it's Volkswagen's Think Small, it's Nike's Revolution, it's Apple's 1984. It's Where's the Beef for Wendy's. We will never, ever have enough of that. It's a good time, this particular challenging period in our industry and in our world, to remind ourselves of the power of raw creativity. That's probably my phone, I'm really sorry. And what it takes for creative companies to conjure and harness it. It takes bravery, and it's not easy. This isn't an elegial lament for the way things were. Quite the opposite. We congratulate people who are able to literally or figuratively set fire to the status quo and to inspire us all to do the same. So to this year's honorees, thank you. Thank you for being good marketers. Thank you for being trusting partners and great clients, because we can't do this without you. So congratulations. All right, now to the unique work from our first honoree, P&G's Ariel detergent. It's #DadShareTheLoad campaign. And this winner of the Andes 2017 Bravery Award is the best example of a marketer's risk in support of an idea, the standard for creative team client collaboration, and goals industry-wide. The objective of the work is not just to sell detergent, but to shine a light on the global issue of gender equality, to challenge societal norms in certain corners of the world, in this case, India. It's extremely brave. It resonates with us all in a deeply personal way. So let's take a look.